It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchenland USA, and Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair and Waterproofing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hi there. Good morning to you. Happy Friday. We made it to the weekend. It's going to be a nice weekend, it looks like. So glad you're with us, whether you're watching or listening. And we're going to tell you about the news around the Ozarks.
All right. The person who contracted a very rare brain infection from an amoeba while swimming up at Lake of the Ozarks has now died. Public health officials are still trying to figure out exactly how the patient was exposed. They do know that he or she was doing water activities in the lake before getting ill. While that infection is very rare, it is almost always deadly. Well, did you see this? Kansas City police are still searching for the person who shot a bullet from the outside of the training center and shot through the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid's office. This actually happened back in May of 2024. So the fact that it was not leaked to the media before now is very interesting, but it's just now been publicly released. That bullet lodged about 15 feet from Coach Reid's desk. So he now has bulletproof glass windows inside his office.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy just that it happened. But you're right. It's also crazy that we haven't found out about it. I mean, he's a very high profile guy in Kansas City.
A year and 3 months without a leak. And there were a lot of other people inside the training facility at the time. No one was hit or hurt. But I cannot believe that this has been quiet since May of 24.
No, because police were all over that place, following, investigating, searching. All of the employees of the Chiefs probably knew. It's amazing that it hasn't been leaked. But glad he's all right. And
that's so scary. And for the guy to not have been caught yet, I'm like, that's hard. You know, that's a long time ago for them to still be looking.
Mm-hmm. Heads up if you're driving late tonight, early tomorrow morning, because starting tonight at 10 in the p.m., westbound Interstate 44, the right-hand driving lane between 65 and Glenstone, where they're doing all the widening work, will be closed until early tomorrow morning, 6 in the a.m. So it's not going to affect.
So 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. is what you're telling me.
That's correct. It's not going to affect the majority of us. It'll affect travelers, I think, going through and trucks more than it will affect most of us. But heads up, if you're going to be out on the intrastate tomorrow tonight from 10 p.m. until tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., the right-hand lane will be closed. Crews working to widen that stretch. As you know, it's a long project. Eastbound and westbound traffic will be head-to-head there, so be extra careful. And if you can avoid it during that time.
Okay. A new hotel is coming to North Springfield, where the older Northside Lamplighter Inn and Suites is, same property. The current owner of that, Elliott Lodging, is instead putting in a new 4-story hotel. Going to be a nice one, it sounds like. The Lamplighter there will close for good on September 1st, and the construction on the new one should be finished in late 2026 or early 2027.
All right. Some progress being made. U.S. Senator from Missouri, Eric Schmidt, said get ready for violent crime to go down in St. Louis for years to come. Why? Well, because the FBI will be there permanently as boots on the ground. Schmidt announced what he calls a historic FBI investment to combat violent crime in St. Louis, which has been a big problem up there. The city will receive one of the largest per capita infusions of full-time agents and intel personnel in the nation. Senator Schmidt went on to say, quote, today marks the beginning of a new era of federal-state partnership to promote law and order in St. Louis.
Yeah. So, did you listen to his announcement, by the way? Did you see any of that?
I did not see it, no.
He sounded like very excited. And I don't know if it's genuine or not. I think it probably is. I think most people get into policing to police, kind of like doctors. They get into the profession to help people, but then they get stuck behind the paperwork. So he kind of hit the point like, we're going to be policing, we're going to be surveilling, we're going to be doing all the things, not politics. So that's funny, right? I mean, he was talking about like the help he's gotten, from the administration and all the things. I just thought it was interesting.
Well,
and it becomes bureaucracy in any profession at a certain level. I mean, you think of FBI, that's obviously way up high on the food chain of law enforcement. And it sounds like they're going to be legitimate, like patrolling, for lack of a better term.
I don't know. I got a lot of friends up there, and they don't like to go to St. Louis. I mean, they say it's tough to go to Cardinals games sometimes because of where you have to walk in downtown in that area. The MetroLink is not what it used to be as it goes as far as safety goes. So it'd be interesting to see what my friends say about their thoughts about this and whether they're for it. My guess is they are.
Yeah. You'll have to report back to us.
Meanwhile, Missouri State University is launching a 24/7 safety app that allows students to quickly contact campus security, even make a video call to dispatchers if that's what they choose. They'll also keep the blue light telephones around the parking lots that you've probably seen before for those without access to a cell phone. But easier ways, they think, to get hold of security and police if you need them.
Yeah. Very interesting. All right. Come the new year, employees at Springfield Public Schools can choose between Cox or Mercy for their health provider and insurance. A recent vote got the school board that really made that longtime goal a reality. They said, yes, you can. SPS pays 100% of health insurance premium for employees who can purchase coverage for their eligible dependents. That feature of the plan will not change, although the amount the district pays to cover employees and the cost that employees pay to cover spouses and children, that apparently will go up slightly. Now, this is interesting. I saw this part in the newsletter. Fascinating to me. They said that SPS insurance fully funds anti-obesity drugs, and the district is expected to spend, this is what I thought was interesting, $4 million to cover those drugs. So as part of switching insurances, hold on. It goes on. So as part of switching insurances, SPS will be providing up to $2,400 a year in health reimbursement account to help staff pay for that medication.
Just for the Ozempic type stuff?
Yes. Yeah. But like, that's insane. Like our school district, the math of that to me was like.
Well, and that's a brand new charge because those didn't exist a couple of years ago. So that's new outgoing money that they didn't know was going to be going out. Yeah.
So I just thought that was interesting. I was like, wow, did you read that? I read that in the newsletter, that part. And I was like, whoa. Anyway. Okay. This is speaking of obesity, how about this? What a segue this turned out to be. McDonald's. I mean, I love McDonald's. Don't get me wrong. You don't have to get something that's unhealthy there necessarily, but just in case that is on your radar, guess what? They are slashing prices. The combo meals are going down in price. Why? Because they admit that it is getting too expensive. Apparently, people don't want to spend $10 on fast food. So instead they end up going, at least. Instead, they end up going to places like Applebee's or Chili's. Those places have actually seen an increase in business in recent years. Right. And fast food, as you know, has fallen off, not just at McDonald's, but elsewhere across the country and across the board. So they're just coming back down. They are going to be offering their combo meals for 15% less than the cost of buying those items out separately. So
that's a smart move because that's one of the reasons, speed and convenience is also a big issue. But price traditionally had always been a big reason why people go get fast food because it's affordable and it's quick.
I feel like for me, price is my first consideration of everything. I don't know if that's good or bad, but Ethan can attest to this. If I'm going to a restaurant, even if Ethan were a millionaire, which he's not, but even if he were, based on his viral video status, like if he would have gotten paid for that, I still am drawn to the cheapest thing on the menu. Like it's what my eye looks for. I'm not even looking at the left-hand column. I'm looking at the prices. And so I look at the prices, and then when I find one, then I see what it is. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds fine.
Okay.
What is that?
Except for coffee.
No, coffee is a, it's typically when I'm meeting with someone who either I need their wisdom or they need mine. And so I will spend $5 on a coffee for that purpose.
Yeah, I'm aware. I see it.
Sometimes Ethan lets me know that we have a perfectly good coffee maker in the kitchen.
Yes, we do.
It's true. It's
Yes,
true. We do. Anyway, so to answer your long-term question, Ethan, you've asked, do prices ever go back down once they've gone up? Yes, they do indeed.
But only because it's hurting them.
Yes, that is true.
Not because it's hurting us.
Right.
Because it's hurting them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it makes sense. When you go get any fast food these days, it is, you can hardly get out of anywhere for one person for less than $10. And I think,
for sure.
I think this will work in their favor, and I think others that follow will do well as well because people. I
love that McDonald's will set the bar, and people will follow McDonald's.
Yeah,
yeah.
All right, the Kansas City Chiefs, big game tonight. Their second preseason game is happening against the Chicago Bears tonight. Up at Arrowhead. The game is set for kickoff at 7 o'clock. You can watch it on KOZL 27 here in the Springfield market. So go Chiefs. And then 2 weeks later, the regular season kicks off in Brazil. They're going to be playing in Brazil. The Chiefs are going to take on the Los Angeles Chargers Friday, September 5th at 7 in the p.m. So a game
for
tonight.
the record, Brazil is on my bucket list. I've always wanted to go there. Maybe I'll go for this occasion.
In 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. We should probably talk about that.
Well, hey, we're always
I don't
giving
know
away
that this is
Chiefs
the
tickets.
occasion.
How about it?
I don't know that this is the occasion, but I'd love to go to Brazil as well. So maybe next year. This weekend, there's a lot going on. Let me tell you about the Nixa Friends of the Library book sale. It's been going on. Started, I think, Thursday. And happening today and tomorrow, 9 to 5 today and 9 to 2 tomorrow. And tomorrow is $3 bag day. So you can pay $3 for a bag and then stuff it full of books. Yeah. So that is the Nixa Friends of the Library book sale happening there at the Nixa Community Branch Library.
Very good.
Book lovers.
All right. On the square in downtown Springfield tonight. So tonight, Friday night from 5 to 8, James River Church is hosting what they're calling a community block party. There will be live music, dinner, free food, free ice cream there on the square. They're also giving groceries away earlier in the day at several different locations. So kind of an all-day event, really culminating with a Hope on the Square event. Cotton candy, ice cream, face painting, balloons, giveaways, activities for kids. All of it is free. Starting again at 5 o'clock.
And
Friday
the grocery
night.
giveaways, 10:30 to 1 today, several locations, Veterans Coming Home, O'Reilly Hope Center.
Salvation Army,
Salvation
Jenny
Army.
Lind Hall.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
All right. Good stuff.
All right. Happy weekend, everybody. We made it.
Weekend is here. Have a fantastic Friday. And then just think about it. You got Saturday and Sunday still to come. So we will see you back here on Monday. Have a good weekend.
Thanks for tuning in.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Friday. We have temperatures in the 60s to start. It is a nice mild start to the day, but numbers are going to warm up quickly, and we are looking at typical summertime temperatures once again across the Ozarks. Conditions are going to be warm today. I've got sunshine in the forecast, nice dry skies. Of course, these nice cool morning temperatures are a welcome treat compared to the 70s that we had to start early in the week. So it's looking better as we head into the weekend forecast. I've got a summer-like weekend ahead and then a fall-like week next week. I mean, it is amazing to see the cool down and the cool temperatures heading our way. I'll get to that news in just a minute. Today, we're talking near average temperatures and dry conditions as we wrap up this work week's forecast. We still have very dry air in place, and even with another cold front heading our direction over the weekend, we're going to stay dry. That's because we have such dry air in place. The dew point temperatures are so low. We really are starting to see some of those abnormally dry conditions show up again on the drought monitor. We could use a shower, but we're not going to get it as we head into today, Saturday, or Sunday. I continue to see dry skies in the forecast and loads of sunshine. Pools may start cooling off, though, with these cooler numbers overnight, and that's definitely going to be true next week. Today, I have high temperatures either side of that 90-degree point. It is going to be another warm summer-like day in the forecast, and the chance for some rain in the forecast. Not a washout, but some rain. It occurs early next week, probably Monday or Tuesday timeframe. That's also when we get the powerful cold front that will open the door and allow much cooler temperatures to arrive once again in the Ozarks. Today, I have 90 for the high temperature in Springfield. Some folks may be just shy of that, 88 to 92. That's kind of the range that I'm talking about today. Overnight, it'll be nice and cool once again. We do have temperatures that fall back into the low 60s, maybe upper 50s for a few places Saturday morning. And there will be at least a small opportunity for some showers north of I-44 as that front comes through. I still think temperatures on Saturday will be in the low 90s, but by Sunday, we'll probably have highs in the middle 80s. It will feel more comfortable by Sunday, and even cooler weather is heading our way for Monday and Tuesday as yet a third cold front heads our way. That is the one that has some much cooler temperatures with it. We'll be talking about highs in the mid 70s by Tuesday of next week. I mean, we are really going to get a taste of fall weather just next week. So it's right around the corner. I guess enjoy the last summer weekend, maybe one of the comfortable pool weekends that we have left. We'll see. A major cool down is going to be noticeable by next week, and that's true not just for us, but for a big portion of the country. I do see conditions that are going to signal well below normal temperatures. So normal high temperatures are in the mid 80s and upper 80s for this time of year. August 26th through 30th timeframe, we may see temperatures that are much below average. We're talking 70s for highs, 50s for lows. And then it looks like the chance for cooler than normal temperatures will stick with our region as we head into the start of September and the holiday weekend. All right, the headlines around the country, while they still include dangerous surf and rip currents from Tropical Storm Erin for much of the East Coast, that's through today and tomorrow. Also, hazardous heat is making headlines for the western United States through the entire weekend. And then next week, what's going to be on the map is this Arctic cold front bringing a taste of fall weather for much of the country. We will be included in that national news headline for next week with our cool down that is on the way as well. So lots of things moving and changing across the country. The Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question. Well, yesterday I left you with this one. What is the name of the phenomenon where a hurricane rapidly intensifies with wind speeds increasing by at least 35 miles per hour within 24 hours? And the options were A, storm surge, B, rapid deepening, C, eye reformation, or D, a tropical wave. And the answer is B. It is rapid deepening or rapid intensification. Tropical cyclone forecasting agencies, we utilize different thresholds for designating rapid intensification events. but most indicate that maximum winds have to increase by 35 miles per hour in a 24-hour period. But periods of rapid intensification often last longer than a day. And about 20 to 30% of all tropical cyclones undergo rapid intensification, including a majority of tropical cyclones with peak winds exceeding 110 miles per hour. So it is a major forecasting challenge for meteorologists to see when those cycles are going to begin. And you see storms gain a lot of momentum in a very short period of time. All right, here's the trivia question that I'll leave you with for Monday morning. What is the primary difference between a hurricane, typhoon, and a cyclone? Do you think it's A, their size and their wind speed, B, the ocean basin where they form, C, the direction of their rotation, or D, the time of year that they occur? You can let me know your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Thank you to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. I'll chat with you again first thing on Monday morning. Have a fantastic weekend.